Semifinal number 2, Mika Koivuniemi, 40-year-old from Finland, to take on the Japanese product, Masao Uehara. Again, the whistle signifying, Randy, it's time to bowl. I love the whistle. Maybe we can bring the whistle to Milwaukee with us.
I like it.
I think we're on to something. Whistle, brats, beers.
Miller Park.
I'm fired up for Milwaukee. How can you not be?
I am so psyched.
Koivuniemi. Ball 1, frame 1. That's how you start things off.
Beautiful shot by the Big Fin.
The big man takes a quick seat. Hands it over. Uehara. Leaves the 10. And again, we see that juxtaposition in styles as you take a look at how Uehara got here. Again, more of a straight line approach from the Asian bowlers.
More old school. Uehara, 44 years of age. So, you know, he's a throwback to more of a stylist type of form as opposed to power, more style and accuracy. And this condition, again, lends itself to that type of game because of the heavy amount of oil starting around the second arrow.
Line that one dead on. So a spare to start it off. Koivuniemi started with a strike. Oof, 3-6-10 stand.
And that looks to me like it's nerves early on. This gentleman has never bowled on television before, has never won a JPBA title. And the 3-6-10 is not the spare you want to be shooting at when you're nervous.
Cleans it up. Just got enough of that number 3 and carried it through, throwing the 6 and the 10. Koivuniemi steps up now, working on a strike. A lot of physics in this bowling match. We were talking earlier, the difference in size, the angle of trajectory coming out, and the big man from Finland has got a different approach.
Well, Mika's probably almost a foot taller than Uehara, so Mika doesn't get down quite as low to the foul line. His release point is much higher off the floor. Mika obviously grew up in Finland. As you see, he was a player of the year back in 03 and 04. And growing up in Europe, laying conditions completely different than they were in the U.S., he developed a game of loft. And what that loft did for Mika in Europe eliminated the front part of the lane and helped get his ball consistently to the break point. When he came to the U.S., he didn't need that loft. The front part of the lane had a lot more oil on it, so Mika had to make some adjustments.
So in Europe, you're telling me Mika was essentially chipping over the rough and onto the green?
Absolutely.
Interesting. Take a look how these two have fared so far through Japan Cup 2007, and Uehara with the better average. Drops them all. 2 strikes out of his first 3 frames.
Right now, Mika just trying to dial it in. He's in the right zone. And again, you see the revolutions and the rotation that the PBA players put on that bowling ball.
For the 3rd straight frame, he leaves the 10 standing, does Uehara.
Completely different line. It's the down and in line that we like to call it. Japanese also like to use a lot of tape on their hands, fingers and thumb.
Knocks it down. What does the tape do for them?
Well, for them, it's kind of a comfort thing and also protection. It keeps their fingers from getting blisters. This tape actually started in Japan. You see some of the Americans now using it. A lot of guys are using thumb tape because, quite honestly, our thumbs are the ones that really take the beating more so than the fingers.
Uehara, his first strike of the semis. Needed that one to get his confidence back. And his view is just blocked out by the towering shadow of Koivuniemi. Up 4 in the 4th.
And there's Sean Rash, PBA star, talking with one of the few American sumo wrestlers here in Tokyo.
Another strike for the Big Fin. He's got an angry look, a little surliness to him.
Well, here he feels like he kind of gets away with this shot. He knows it's going to go light, so now he's just hoping for pin carry, and he gets it. I think one of the best, or one of the better bowling minds on tour in terms of concentration and confidence right here.
3 in a row.
When Mika's mindset is right, I'm not so sure there's anybody better when it comes to the mental aspect of bowling. He gets dialed in, and mentally he is super, super tough.
Very soft comeback there from Uehara.
And you can see this line that he's playing. It's real sensitive. He missed just a little bit to the right, and that ball overhooks and goes right through the nose, leaving the 610.
He's marked every frame, and that continues. Have to go back to 1988, the last time a Japanese bowler won the Japan Cup.
Takeo Sakai from Osaka actually bowled this event.
Second strike of the semi for Uehara.
And talking about bowling styles, Sakai back then in '88 was actually considered a power player for the Japanese.
It's not showing a whole lot of power today. 4 in a row now.
Beautiful shot. Watch this ball split the 8-9 in half. Check this out. You want to talk about power and drive? That's why you put revolutions on a bowling ball.
Looking for a 5-bagger. Trying to create some more distance. It's got a nice cushion as it is already. Give him 5.
That extra
Lines up the toes. Does Uehara in a 44-pin hole right now. Frame 7. Looking good, sounds good, drops them all.
Now let's do or die time now, because this is getting late in the game, and Uehara-san, he knows he better start stringing them. Gets the 6 to go to the wall. Little love tap on the 10.
2 in a row, looking for a 3-bagger. Got it, and he's back in it. And just undercut that last one.
The Japanese aren't known for talking smack, but if he were to talk some smack, he'd turn to Mika right now and go, "Hey, you tripped a 4 on that lane, pal. So did I. Take that." But of course, they wouldn't do that.
It's Japan. They're far too respectful for smack talk.
Way too gracious.
If the Japanese ever start doing smack talk, the whole world is in trouble. More of the PBA tours. Taking in this one. Mika staring down the lane. Up 24 in the 8th frame. Very un-Mika-like, leaving the 4 and the 6.
Mika thinks this is a real good shot. You can tell by his reaction. He likes it off his hand immediately, and this ball just duck hooks.
What's the strategy here?
Throw it really hard and hope to get lucky.
Threw it hard, didn't get lucky. Open frame.